We are on page 50 of the first Hebrew primer, and we are reviewing chapter 6. This is called oral review. Just gonna read and translate the sentences. Let's start with Bechor number 1.
Ha'ach halach el haaretz. The brother went to the land.
Do the whole thing.
Ha'ahim halchu el ha'ir.
Ha'achim. It's plural of ach.
The brothers.
Yes, the brothers.
The brothers went to the mountain, to the city.
To the city. Good.
Hem avru el ha'ir.
Hem.
They.
Good. Avru. Avar means pass over.
Right. They crossed over to the city.
Good.
To the city.
Yes.
Chanarot avru el haaretz.
The Na'ar is young man. Na'ara is young woman.
The young women
Right.
passed over, or crossed over to the land.
Good. Now Yaakov too.
Okay. Ish shalach bechema lemoav. Man
Oh no.
shalach
Sent
animals
an animal.
To Moab. Lemoav. Anashim shalchu bechemot lemoav. The men.
Anashim just means people.
Oh, so you do.
In
Okay.
this case, it's not ha'anashim, it's just anashim. It could be men or people.
Okay. People sent animals to Moab.
Good. Next.
Ish shalcha aved.
Isha,
Isha shalcha aved lemoav.
Eved.
Evet lemoav. A woman
Yes.
shalcha sent. Evet.
Eved, a slave.
A slave to Moab. Nashim shalchu avadim lemoav. Nashim.
Women. Just like anashim means either
Men
men or
or
people, nashim means women.
So Nashim wouldn't mean people either.
Plural women, but if there is even one man there, we'll say anashim.
Okay. The woman sent things to Moab. Avadim. Oh wait, no, that's Nevarim.
Women sent slaves
Slaves.
to Moab. Good. Abraham 3.
בנות במצרים עברו לירושלים. Daughters of Egypt,
Daughters from
Egypt,
right,
went to Jerusalem, moved to Jerusalem.
passed over to Yerushalayim. Now the word banot can either mean daughters or it can mean girls. Just like banim means children in general, not only sons, it can mean boys or it can mean children. Banot can also mean girls. Okay, next.
בנים ממצרים עברו לירושלים. בנים male
Banim either means
Boys.
sons or boys.
from Egypt passed through Jerusalem.
Passed to Yerushalayim, yes. Passed over to Yerushalayim.
בנים
Next.
ובנות עמדו במצרים. Boys and daughters stood up in Egypt.
Good. And last one.
המה עברו למצרים והם עמדו במצרים. They passed passed on to Egypt, and they stood up in Egypt.
Right. What's the difference between Hema and Hem?
Let's go Hema.
Huh?
Hema. Both all of us.
That's Hema. And Hem?
Them. Male.
Actually, both Hema and Hem are the same. Hema means they, masculine, and Hem also means they, masculine. In this case, we're talking about boys and girls, so the word they includes both. The masculine they can include both men and women. Hema and Hem is the same. Now, Yaakov, 4,
המלך
בדרך. Number 4.
בדרך אל ההרים עמד נהר. בדרך on the way to the mountains, עמד, stood a young woman.
Man.
Oh, it was a man. A nahar is man.
Yeah, Na'ara is woman.
No.
Yes.
No.
On the way to the mountains, young man stood. Okay, next.
בדרך אל ההרים עמדו נער ונערה. Yeah. On the way to the mountains, stood a man and a young man and a young woman.
Good. Next one.
המה עמדו והמה שמעו בעמות בהרים. המה עמדו, and where
They.
and they stood והמה and they heard.
And they heard. Good.
בהמות בהרים. They heard animals in the mountains.
Yes. And the last sentence.
בדרך אל העיר, on the way to the city, הם זכרו ימים בהרים. They remembered days in the mountains.
Good. Okay, we're gonna stop the review here and we're gonna learn new vocabulary on page 51. This is the vocabulary for chapter 7. First we're gonna do the right column. Achal. Aleph Chaf Lamed is the root for eat. Achal means he ate. Aleph Mem Resh is the root for say. Amar means he said. Anachnu means we. And this word can be used for both masculine and feminine. So both boys and girls can say anachnu. Just like the word ani. I am or I. Both boys and girls can use it. Anochi is interchangeable with ani. In biblical Hebrew, both are used. In modern Hebrew, only ani is used. Anochi is not used that much. Ani and anochi. So the only difference is that the chaf is inserted in anochi. At means you, feminine. When you're talking to a girl, you say at, you. And ata is you, masculine. Atem, you, plural masculine. And atan, you, plural feminine. You see how in one word in English, there are 4 words in Hebrew, right? The word you is used both for singular and plural. It's used both for masculine and feminine. You. 4 words are needed in a more advanced language to make the language more precise. Now the root of Yud Shin Vet is has two meanings. One is to sit on a chair, and then another one is to settle or reside. Yashav means he sat or he settled. So from the context, you know what it is. If we're talking about an area, a place, a city, a country, so it's settled or resided. If we're talking about a piece of furniture, a rock, then we say sat. Lo means no or not. So it can be used as just an answer, yes or no answer, lo, as a single word, or it can be used part of the sentence, ani lo yoshev, I am not sitting. So it can be used as not. Lechem means bread, but in biblical Hebrew, the word lechem means food in general. Lechem. Lifnei, before in time, or before in space, or in front of. Lakach, lamed kuf het, take. Lakach means he took. Sometimes the first letter lamed is dropped out. For example, when you tell somebody kach, take, lamed is not there. Al has a few meanings. All are related. Al means upon or on something. It can also mean about somebody, when you talk about somebody, or over. Not necessarily lying on top of something, but hovering on top is also called al, above. Over or above. Okay, now subject pronouns, some of them we mentioned already. Who means he means she, hem and hema are the same, means they, masculine, and henna means they, feminine. Now, next chart summarizes all the pronouns.
What
Yes.
about both man and woman? How do you say?
For both, we use the masculine. Even if it's a big group of women and there is even one man, we say they, masculine, hem. All the pronouns that we know, first person. I, ani or anochi, we, anachnu. This is both for feminine and masculine. Second person, we now have masculine separately and feminine separately. Masculine is you, ata, and feminine you, at. Masculine plural, you, all of you, atem, and feminine plural, all of you, aten. Third person, he, who, she, he, they masculine hem or hema, and they feminine henna. The first person singular or and plural pronouns I and we are used for both masculine and feminine subjects. Second person pronouns have masculine and feminine forms. Another summary, ata is you, masculine, singular, at, feminine, you, singular, atem, you, plural, masculine, aten, you, plural, feminine. And here's the note that if you are talking about a group containing both males and females, you use masculine plural form. The perfect tense of Pa'al pattern. Now, what does perfect tense mean? Perfect means it has been perfected, means it was done already, finished, means it's past tense. That's perfect tense. These are simple verbs if you're talking about that he did something, we just use the 3 letters of the root. This is the simplest form. He did something. All Hebrew words that are conjugated in he did use just the 3 letters of the root. Like shin mem resh, he guarded, we say shamar. To make it feminine, you add a hey, shamera, and you change the vowels a little bit. She guarded, shamera, shamra. They guarded. In this case, both masculine and feminine is the same. Shamru, they guarded masculine. Shamru, they guarded feminine. Now, from the name of these verbs, we say pa'al, we learn the vowels that are used in the past tense. For example, here in pa'al, it's kamatz and patach. First letter has to have kamatz and second letter patach. And you see in shamar, that's what's happening. Shin has a kamatz and mem has a patach. All the verbs that we learned so far follow this form. First kamatz, then patach. This is one of 7 Hebrew patterns. There are a total of 7 patterns. This is the simplest one and the one that we learned so far. The perfect tense forms in the pa'al pattern are made by adding signal letters to the end of the verb root. Meaning, if we're talking about feminine, we add a hey. If we're talking about plural, we add the u sound, the vav u. These signal letters are the same in all 7 patterns of the perfect tense. So once you remember one kind of conjugation of one verb, it's going to make it easy for you to conjugate all the other verbs. So this chart on page 52, you should really memorize. For all the pronouns, how does the verb change? I guarded becomes shamarti. So again, you use the root, shamar, and you add ti. Ti means like ani, I. Again, a girl and a boy can say the same word, shamarti, I guarded. If there are few of us, we guarded, shamarnu. Just like anachnu ends with a nu, so too we guarded ends with a nu, shamarnu. Shamarta. If you want to know what it is, think of a pronoun that ends with ta. You, ata. Shamarta means you guarded. And if there are a few of them, of you, a few of you, plural you, then it's going to be shamartem, because in Hebrew it is atem, you plural. If you're talking to a female, at. So the verb is shamart. And a few females, you few females, shamarten, because it is aten. He is the simplest one, shamar. And plural, they, shamru, both for male and female. And she guarded, shamra. So again, memorize this chart. Just like multiplication table. In order to memorize it, you should also memorize all the pronouns on page 51 for singular and plural. These two would be good to copy. You can even copy one first and then put it on top of this page and make just one page.
It's just basically adding the ending to the word, it changes the whole meaning.
Yes, adding the ending of the pronoun.
So if you know the pronoun chart, you pretty much you don't
Yes.
You don't even have to memorize this as long as you know the pronouns pretty well,
Yes.
because it applies to every word,
Uh-huh. Yeah, so you can...
to every verb, I should say,
Yeah.
right?
Now, subject pronouns with the perfect tense. Just like in English, when you say a verb in the past tense, you also have to mention who is doing the action. I did. He did. So in Hebrew, you also use the pronoun and then the verb, except for I and we. For I and we, you're not obligated. You can, if you want, you can say Ani asiti, I did, but you don't have to. You can just say asiti, it will already mean I did. And the word ani is superfluous. Ani anochi shamarti, I guarded. Ata shamarta. Yeah, I guess if you want, you can just copy this. This has both the pronoun on top of 53, pronoun and the verb. Ani shamarti, ata shamarta, at shamart, hu shamar, he shamra, anachnu shamarnu, atem shemartem, atem shemarten, hem and hema shamru, hena shamru. All the verbs that we introduced so far can fit into the above pattern. In roots that include the 5 guttural letters, there may be some vowel changes. At the end of this book, on page 371, there is a summary of all the verbs that this book covers. And it tells you all the possible conjugations: past, present, future, imperfect, perfect, infinitive, participle, prepositions.
What page?
371 and on.
The first word here is ahav, love. So ahavti would be I love, and ahavta would be you love. But that would be masculine, right?
Yeah, ahav means masculine. Ahav also masculine.
Right, now I'm saying ahavti is I love, and ahavta is you love, masculine.
Yes.
See, we got this, Rabbi.
So ahavti means I love.
I loved.
Oh, this is perfect tense.
Perfect
Wait,
means
so we don't, okay, so these endings are only for perfect tense?
only for past tense. Yes, perfect tense.
Oh, so there's a completely different for present and future?
Sure.
Oh.
Has to be, otherwise you're not
It's
gonna
gonna
know if you're talking about something that happened or will happen.
But mostly we've been doing past tense, right? Rabbi?
So
Everything's
far,
been
yes.
past
Past tense is the basis, right? Future we're gonna speak later about. That's why it's very important that you should remember everything that we did so far. If not, it's gonna pile one on top of another and you're gonna get confused. You have to be very comfortable with past tense, only then you can go to future tense. Because future tense has its own prefixes and suffixes, and you'll get confused if you don't know it well already.
So I sit here.
Now, it is not necessary to use the subject pronouns with perfect tense verb forms in the first and second person. The single word shamarti means I guarded. So even second person is also not necessary. Even though in modern Hebrew only the first person is not used, second person is used, but in Torah you're going to find that even for second person pronouns sometimes are not used. So I can say Amadta Hayom, right? Which means did you stood up? Did you stand up? Did you get up today? And I don't have to say you, because the word Amadta already means you you stood up. So let's look at it. Amadti, I stood. Zacharti, I remembered. So here we review all the verbs with I did. Halachti, I went. Amarti, I said. Lakachti, I took. Malachti, I ruled. But for convenience, we will use pronouns. Even though in a Sefer Torah you are not gonna always see them. And therefore, when in the Torah there is a pronoun used for first person or second person, and we know it's not necessary, it indicates emphasis. Like in English, you say, you did see it. To emphasize, yes, you did. So also pay attention if in the Torah there is an extra pronoun that is not necessary. I, you, it emphasizes something. Okay. Negative sentences. Now using lo. Sentences are usually made negative in Hebrew by using lo. Not. Here are some examples of lo used in sentences. Avraham halach el ha'ir. This is a positive sentence. Avraham went to the city. Avraham lo halach el ha'ir. Avraham did not go to the city. Amadnu baderech. We stood on the road. Lo amadnu baderech. We did not stand on the road. Now let's do exercises on page 7. Not page 7, page 54, chapter 7. Exercise 1. Write the correct perfect tense verb forms using the verbs zachar and malach. So you have to use both verbs on each line and then translate each form. For example, if it says ani, you have to say zacharti, malachti. Now, for now, we can just say it and you'll write it at home, the whole exercise. Bechor, do number 1.
Zacharta, malachta.
And translate.
You remembered, that's in a masculine, and you ruled, that's in masculine.
Good. Eliyahu too.
At zachart malacht.
Good.
You in the female. You remember. You remember and
Remembered.
and you ruled.
Good. Yaakov 3.
Rabbi, I'm not sure. What do you do?
You take the root, like zachar and malach, and you change it to fit the pronoun in a past tense.
He, okay. Since who is he, so you do he. Malach
Good.
and Zachar.
Yes, so here it doesn't change. Malach and zachar means he ruled and he remembered. Avram 4.
He zacha, he malcha.
Huh?
He zacha,
He zachra.
he malcha.
He malcha. Good. He, she remembered and she ruled. Zachra and malcha. Kobe? Okay. Now let's quickly do the rest. Anachnu.
Zachar. Actually, Zachar too?
No, it's anachnu. Ends with a nu.
You in the plural.
Zachartana? Actually, I don't know, Rabbi.
Zacharnu.
Zacharno.
Just add nu to the root. Zacharnu and then
Oh, okay. I was looking at yes, Zacharno and Malachno,
good. Zacharnu and malachnu.
and that is we remembered and we ruled.
Yes, Eliyahu.
Atem malchu.
Atem. It
Atem,
ends with a
you.
ten.
Malachtu.
Malachtem.
Malachtem. Okay.
And
and zachartem.
Zachartem. Good.
All of you remembered and all of you ruled.
Yes.
You malachtem.
Malachten. Aten malachten.
It's feminine plural.
Feminine plural.
And zachartem.
Zacharten. Good. And Avraham. Hema.
Hema zachartem?
Hema. We for plural past tense we
They
use
remember.
u.
Okay.
We just add u.
Zacharu?
Zachru
Zachru.
and
Zachu?
malchu. Yeah, zachru and malchu.
So they remember?
Yeah, they remembered zachru and they ruled malchu. Same for henna, right? For feminine past tense plural, the verb is the same. Zachru and malchu. Now in exercise 2, write all the perfect tense forms of the verbs yashav and lakach. So basically whatever we did now, you have to make your own chart with all the pronouns and write past tense verbs for lakach and yashav. And then read and translate. For example, yashav, you're going to write yashavti, lakach, lakachti, and so on for all the pronouns. Exercise 3. Read these perfect tense verb forms aloud and translate. What we're going to do is we're going to go down. First word and so on. We're going to start with Bechor. First word on each line.
Okay. Halachti. I went.
Yes.
That's it.
And continue all the way down.
Oh. Malachta. You ruled feminine.
Masculine.
Masculine. Zacharte.
Zachart.
Zachart. You remembered feminine.
Yes.
Shalach is
Sent.
He
Yes.
sent.
he sent. Amda is he stood.
She stood.
She stood.
Yes.
Right, there's okay. Shamanu, we listened. They listened.
We listened.
We listened. Malachtem. They ruled.
You, plural, masculine, ruled.
Okay. Yishabeten.
Yeshavten.
Yishavten. I don't know this word.
Return.
Sit.
Yeah. You said masculine?
It's feminine because it ends with a nun. You, plural, feminine.
Mm-hmm. You
sat.
Okay.
Yes. The last one.
Halchu is they went.
Good. Now Eliyahu, second column down.
Zacharti, I remembered. Amadta, you male stood. Yashavt, you returned.
You,
Female?
feminine.
Feminine.
Yashav means
Oh, sit.
sit.
Okay.
What does it mean?
How do you say return?
Shav, without the yud.
Oh, okay.
Shav. Shava, because the root there is shin vet hey instead of yud shin vet.
Okay, got it.
So what does yashavt mean?
Yashavt, you feminine sat.
Good.
Lakach, he took.
Mm-hmm.
Shalha, shalach. Is that-
Shalcha.
Yeah, shalha. What does shalach mean?
He sent.
Okay, sent. He sent.
What does shalcha mean?
Shalha, she sent.
She sent. Good.
Achalnu, we ate. Shamatam, you male plural heard.
Yeah, shematen.
Shematem. Shalachten, you plural feminine sent.
Good.
Shamaru, they kept or guarded.
Yes, good. Now Yaakov, third column.
Avarti,
Avarti.
I caused. Shamarata, you guarded.
Yes.
Malchat,
Malach.
Malach.
Previous was Shamarta.
You
Shamarta previous.
mm-hmm.
Yes.
You ruled.
You ruled, feminine.
Amar. What is Amar mean?
Said.
Said. He said.
Said. Amra. She said.
Good.
Shalchinu.
Shalachnu.
Shalachnu.
Sent.
Sent.
We sent.
We sent.
We sent.
Halchema.
Halach.
Halachtem. You. Halachtem.
Tem. Atem.
Male plural. Went.
What's the verb to go halach?
Yeah.
Achaleten. It's you plural.
Feminine.
Feminine. To
8.
you 8, okay, and avru, they, what is
Avru, crossed over. So halachtem means you walked, plural masculine. Avru, they passed. And Avraham, 4.
Yashavti, I said.
Good.
Shalachta, you sent.
Good.
Amarta, you
Amart,
you said. Feminine. Halach, he went. Because of she went,
Huh?
It's both. Halach,
both what?
feminine and masculine.
No.
For, yeah?
Halach is he went. Halacha is she went.
Avra, she passed through. She passed. Shamarnu, we kept. Shalachtem, you sent. Zachartem, you remembered.
Good.
Female, right?
Yes.
Sham'u, they heard.
Good. Now in exercise, well, you should finish the rest on your own. And in exercise 4, write the appropriate Hebrew subject pronoun. So it gives you a sentence or a word, and you have to write down what is the pronoun that it's talking about. Like ani ve'ata, I and you together, anachnu. Ata ve'ata, if there are two of you, how do you say it in Hebrew?
Atam.
Atem, good. David ve'Avraham, David and Avraham, how do you say it?
Atem?
Hannah. Hem.
You say they, right?
Hem.
So hem.
Hem.
Sarah,
Hen.
huh? It's one
He.
lady.
He.
He.
She.
At ve'at,
Henna.
you and you,
Atan.
two of you girls.
Atan. Atan.
Aten.
You plural feminine.
Hamelech,
Who?
who? Mitzrayim v'Yerushalayim,
Atem?
Hen.
Atem?
Hem.
Feminine.
Hem.
hen,
Hen.
Oh.
because
What's Aten?
Feminine.
names of places are feminine, and here you have plural, they. Aten is you, feminine. This is they. Ata ve'at,
Atem.
atem, good. Ha'ir, he, good, because it's feminine. Hanashim ve'ha'ish.
Hanashim is the people.
Man,
Right.
and ish, nashim is women and ish is a man. So a few women and one man,
Hammer.
hema or hem, right? They, masculine we use. Okay, now exercise 5 is similar to exercise 3 that you just read and translate. With verbs in past tense with different pronouns. And there is a note here that since in a Bible third person feminine plural forms are not used so much, they will not give it to you in the exercises. So they feminine will not be used.
So this is the last time. Last time in this.
So we're gonna skip this exercise, do it at home, exercise 5. It's similar to exercise 3. Now exercise 6, we have sentences. Read the 2 sentences aloud and then translate. Let's start with Bechor, first 2 sentences.
אני עמדתי לפני ההר. אנחנו עמדנו לפני ההרים. I stood. לפני is.
Next to or before.
Before,
I stood before the mountain.
yes.
And אנחנו עמדנו לפני ההרים. We stood before the mountain. Before the mountains.
That's good. Now Eliyahu's second 2 sentences.
ישבת על הבהמה היום. I sat on.
Yashavta,
Oh,
ata,
she sat.
ata.
Oh, you feminine.
No, not at, ata,
You male.
male. Yes, you masculine.
You masculine. ישבת על הבהמה היום. You masculine sat on the animal today.
Good. And the second?
ישבתם.
Yashavtem.
ישבתם על הבהמות היום. All of you, plural, male, masculine, sat on the animals today.
Good. Yaakov 3.
אכלה האישה להם מן הבית, אכלו הנשים להם מן הבתים. She
Ha'isha means the woman.
8.
Achla, she ate.
bread from Habayit, from the home.
Yes.
Achlu. One second. Achlu. And they
8.
ate. And they, Hanashim, they ate bread from the home.
Right. And the women ate bread from houses. From the houses. Right? From the homes. And Abraham 4.
It's too small.
אנוכי שמרתי דרך ירושלים למצרים. I kept the direction or the way
I guarded the path, right?
from ירושלים to מצרים.
Good. And the second one?
שמרנו דרכים מהערים לערים. We guarded the way from this
The ways from
the cities to the
the cities to
mountains.
the mountains. Good. And then to finish the last 2 sentences on your own. Now in exercise 7, write the correct subject pronouns for each sentence below and then read aloud and translate. So first read the sentence as it is, and then try to figure out what pronoun goes with it, and then translate it. Let me give you an example for number one. Shamanu. So shamanu ends with a nu, so you know it means we heard. So you put anachnu. Anachnu shamanu. La'av, and then it says yashavnu ba'ir. Again means we settled in a city. So it means va'anachnu. Anachnu shamanu la'av, va'anachnu yashavnu ba'ir. Okay. Now, sentence 2, Bechor.
We're exercise 5, right?
7.
Amarta. I'm sorry, Rabbi, can you say again what we have to do?
You have to figure out what pronoun to put before the verb.
So, Amarta would be ata.
Yes. Ata amarta,
Ata Amarta.
which means
Ata is masculine he.
you.
I mean you. And Amar is say. He said.
You
You said.
said. What did you say?
המשפחה עברה ממואב והיא ישבה במצרים. The family said.
Crossed over.
The family crossed over from Moab,
Yes.
and it settled in Yerushalayim. In Egypt.
Good. Now Eliyahu 3.
אתה לקחת מן הלחם בבית ואני לא זכרתי.
Good. And translate.
You took from the bread in the house and I didn't remember.
Good. Now Yaakov 4.
הבנים מלכו על העם והם is that what goes down?
Yes.
שלחו עבדים לירושלים.
And now translate.
Hi, what does bani mean?
Bani means either sons or children or boys.
The children would
Al Ha'am means upon the nation or over the nation. The children, the boys, ruled over the nation.
and they shalchu
Shalchu.
From the word shalach.
Yes.
sent
Yes, and they sent
avadim slaves to Yerushalayim.
very good. Now Avram 5.
אתם עברתם דרכים ואנחנו הלכנו בדרכים.
אתם עברתם דרכים ואנחנו הלכנו בדרכים. Good, and now translate.
You passed through the way, the path,
You passed
the path,
paths.
and we
We
walked the path.
on the paths. Good. And let me do the last one. Achal ha'ish lechem hayom. The man ate bread today. V'hu yashav lifnei habayit. And he sat in front of the house. Okay. We're gonna stop over here. And next week we're gonna review. We're gonna do the exercise on next page. Exercise 8. And 9, 10, and 11.
Wow.